What's up guys, Michelle here, aka Fuelmyrun, aka M Kizzle, aka. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, I'm making Kodiak cakes in waffle form with spinach. Getting the good deal always. I've never done this before. It could either A, be like a spinach smoothie, fine, delicious, great, nutritious, or it could be B, absolutely terrible, not even worth it, have to throw it out, have to waste this precious mix. So we're hoping it's a former, but we're gonna try it out today. We're also gonna talk about 5 tips to staying fit while you're injured. I recently had a little procedure to get a mole removed and it's on my side. And so I literally can't do very much. It sucks. When I was in the doctor's office, the nurse was like, "So are you active?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay, well, don't be. Elaborate." So what can I do? Can I run tomorrow? They're like, no. The first 3 days, no activity. I have to have the stitch for 2 weeks, which means I can't do any twisting, you know, of my core alone. So every time I'm moving, instead of like turning, I go like this. Kind of losing my mind. So I came up with 5 tips that I know I need to follow because in the past when I've been injured, this has just been like the secret sauce, not the word. I figured I'll multitask since I'm so talented and make the Kodiak cakes with this. We'll see if it's good, see if it's not. Let me start by washing my hands because, you know, health. All right, so I'm also getting out some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I like this brand. And then some eggs. I don't know how you make your pancakes or Kodiak cakes. By the way, if you don't know what Kodiak cakes are, they're higher protein, not like crazy good ingredients. Probably better to make your own protein pancakes, but I love the taste. They're delicious. Sam likes them, so we buy them. I like to add at least 1 egg white. You can't see these. 1 egg white, serve into this, apparently some spinach today, and then enough almond milk to kind of mix it together to get a good consistency. I'm gonna throw it in my waffle iron. And then it's gonna do its magic. So let's get going and I'll talk about tip number 1. Usually would make this like a mug or a bowl, but you know, aesthetic, I'm a chef, I'm gonna do this thing. Tip number 1 though, staying fit while injured, here we go. Check in with your diet. The egg white makes it really fluffy. A lot of the time I'll just put in the full egg, but feeling just extra fluffy, you know? Nothing wrong with a full egg. Honestly, it's a complete protein. It's awesome. It's great after a workout, get that complete protein in, heal those muscles. But today I'm going with the egg white and it's something that you can kind of check in on too. So the check in on your diet part actually plays in here. So you're not gonna be working out as much. You're not gonna be burning as many calories. You might be used to eating at a level like I ate a lot of food. But during this time when you're obviously working out less, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're aware with how much you're eating. I was calorie crazy at one point in life. I'm never going back there. I'm very into intuitive eating. If you haven't figured that out by now. And more than just intuitive eating, being very open and honest and raw with yourself. I think the only way to really get there is allowing yourself to eat whatever the hell you want. I think the way to live is to be able to have like a bag of M&Ms around you without being like, I can't have that around me, I'm gonna eat it all. Peanut butter? No way, take it away. I think the ultimate way of peace is to be around all foods or eat as much as you want and then stop. So just be aware of what you're eating. Don't have any no foods still. Be very open, let yourself have the donut if you want a donut. Make small swaps too. So even though I'm totally down to the full egg, maybe just doing the egg white versus the full egg. So it's less calories, overall higher protein, and yeah, small tweaks like that can really do it. I'm not into measuring or anything like that, but if you are not working out as much, maybe measure if you're, you know, okay with that. But honestly, there's nothing wrong with not measuring. I think that also helps you be able to realize that you're full because we stare up at the calories of how much everything is and you're like, oh my gosh, I can eat that whole bowl, it's 500 calories. When really, maybe if you didn't know that, you wouldn't have wanted to eat the whole thing. So I'm all for eyeballing, you know, screw it, I'm not using this. I'm gonna fill with this. Another part of that is just really honoring your appetite when you're actually hungry. You know what you should be eating too. You know what foods made you feel better when you're working out. Eat those. I'm making it sound really simplistic. This isn't easy even for me when I'm not working out because my body gets confused when I'm not running. It's like, what are you doing? I still want to eat this. What's going on? So we did that step. I'm realizing I should have just done this directly in the blender because I want to blend up the spinach. I was gonna say maybe I'll mix it and then put it in the blender, but I feel like that sounds counterproductive. and take a handful of, get out of here, Kodiak, you're taking up a freaking screen. Handful of spinach here. Yeah. All right, tip number 2 though, find out what you can and can't do. So, you know, it depends on your injury, obviously. Mine is like I can't twist, might not be able to run a lot, but I have noticed I can walk. Let's be pretty liberal. So that's great. I think in the mornings I'm gonna go on extra long walks. Extra long, just meaning 30 minutes to an hour. Kind of take the place of my runs because it might help me mentally. And also, when do you shower if you don't work out? I still don't get that. I'm just kidding. Kind of though, but like honestly, every time I sweat, I'm like, okay, it's my cue to shower. And now I'm just kind of like, I wake up, I'm like, yeah, I should probably shower, but like it doesn't feel right. Am I alone in this? I don't know. I've also noticed that I can do planks because it doesn't cause any side movement that would like work my obliques. I might try out upper body today and see if I can do any of that. Squatting, everything, I don't know. If there's any slight bend, not gonna work. So I really need to focus on what I can and can't do and be okay with it. Yeah, so find out what you can and can't do and don't push the limits because it's not worth getting re-injured. Can I hear it? Also, when I had tendonitis, I had to take quite a bit of time off and mileage off, and I was training for a marathon and it just kept on getting worse, and I ran the marathon and got worse. That was my decision though. So know what you can and can't do. It's just not worth it. It's the biggest almond milk I've ever bought. All right, tip number 3, listen to your doctor's advice and ask all the questions. Be that person at Starbucks that's like, how much sugar is in a small little skinny little thing of vanilla latte milk? Just ask all the questions. Can I run? No. When can I try running? Just ask every question that you have. Don't forget to ask and then Google it later and be like, wow, I have cancer now. Make sure that you ask everything so you feel informed and you know what you're doing. This isn't gonna work. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, I think that was too much milk, but we're about to find out. Oh, I have an idea. So my aunt, shout out Debbie, she was doing keto, which I'll talk about that later, not a big fan, but she had this extra MCT powder and it has fiber added, and I'm not huge on supplements, but figured this could probably fill me up a little bit longer because it's got some fat, some fiber. I took out the fats from the egg, so maybe I'll add them back with this. Counterproductive, maybe, but let's test it out. Very powdery. I'm just gonna do a half scoop. Bloop. Okay, so this is a mess. Also, after talking to my doctor, I felt a lot more confident that I knew what I was doing because I don't wanna split open my side and have to wait another 2 weeks. Evade. Since I did this in the wrong way, learn from my mistakes. I'm gonna take a spoon and just scoop it into this. Tip number 4, stay busy in a positive way though. Don't just get so busy that you lose your mind and go crazy, because that's never a good idea probably. Stay busy with work, stay busy with your family, with your kids, with side projects. I love making videos. I love, you know, trying to grow my business. There's so many things you can do on the side. Maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's reading a book, maybe it's educating yourself with a cool YouTube video. There's just so much out there. You have so much extra time. You're not running right now. You're not working out to the caliber that you're used to. Utilize that time to your advantage. Get smart, stay sharp, get hooked on phonics. So stupid. Maybe this is showing me that I shouldn't talk and cook. Can you call this cooking? Bake? I don't know. Yeah, that was way too much liquid. But let's just see what happens because I can always add some more Kodiak cake. Okay. I know we complain that, you know, we can't work out, but we'd have so much time if we cut out that hour that we were spending to working out and all the showering that has to happen. Promise I'll still shower. Blend this sucker up. Yeah, she's watery. Ugh. So next time, if you're ever making this, or the first time, I would say blend the spinach with the powder by itself and then add the liquid after, because this is stupid. Hey Sam, want a green waffle? No? I'm making one anyways. All right, so that looks fine. Make her thick. How depressing. This would be perfect for your kids on St. Patrick's Day, just saying. Just make sure there isn't like the clump of spinach. It's kind of like when my mom, she tried to put tofu in my peanut butter and jelly sandwich as a kid because she read that tofu was good for you. And I remember opening it up and it was a bloodbath. It was disgusting. I was like, what are these white clumps? Something went bad. I forgot what we were talking about. All right, last tip here, tip number 5. I think we're doing it. Think positive. Honestly, that sounds stupid, but it's so important. If you wake up every day with a negative mindset because you can't work out, that sucks. And it's just gonna feel so much longer to recover. So stay positive, whether that's visualizing when you wake up. You just had an hour of sleep. Your body had so much time to heal. Every time you sleep, your body is healing. So just visualize that, know it's happening, trust the process of recovery. Trust that everything you're doing is going to get to your recovery. Oh yes, doing good. And I really think that will help. I'm trying to do it. Also kind of going back to step number 4, staying busy and trust, you know, think positive. Read and listen to things that are gonna keep you positive too. Get excited. Look up a race that you wanna do in the future. Know that you're gonna be able to train for that again. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. Look at that batter. Doesn't smell the best, but doesn't smell the worst. So, all right, let's put it in the thing. Sam. Hey, Sam. He's on a conference call. Sam. It's a mistake. Oh, I think I wanna put a dash of cinnamon. Can't get it to focus, but cinnamon. Let's do a little dash because aesthetic. Do you want one?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, you're just making it, oh no, I want a waffle.
This is gonna be a waffle.
Why is it green?
There's spinach in it.
A green spinach waffle?
What other color is spinach?
Okay.
It's gonna be good.
Okay. Yeah, just put a lot of syrup on it.
Oh, mask it with syrup. That's the tip. Mask it with syrup or... I can't open this. I'm just giving up on the cinnamon right now. I promise I don't give up in other things in life, but right now it's just not the vibe. So dramatic. All right, so waffle number 1 wasn't a big success. But what I learned from that is I don't think I used enough non-stick. All right, let's take a bite. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you used a little bit too much spinach. Saying that, pretty sure I can mask the spinach flavor that is not very welcoming with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's do a little like test run. This will be Sam's. Cheers. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's great, if anything. It's okay, it's okay. We're gonna record Sam's first bite. All right, he's working right now, but let's see. Do you really like it?
Yeah, it's okay.
You heard that, folks, it is okay. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Not super even, but it smells like spinach, it really does. I would recommend doing about 1/2 to 1/4 of the amount of spinach I did. I just went like balls to the wall, so maybe don't. Kind of smells like matcha a little bit. There's always time to improve. So in summary, follow those 5 tips. If you're dealing with an injury or something that's preventing you from working out or running, use less spinach and subscribe to my YouTube, please, and thank you, and I love you, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.